In the 20s, in the 20s.
In the 20s, rock bands are circus monkeys, and only the monkeys lucky enough to be featured in TikTok are lucky enough to get a few additional minutes to their 15 minutes of fame. Everything is TikTok! Okay. Recently, musicians like Metallica and Kate Bush have skyrocketed in popularity and are topping the charts, the viral charts, with almost 40-year-old songs. They're 36 years old, I believe. Now the strange thing, more on that later in the video. Wink, wink! Now the stranger thing is happening to a newer artist and a newer song with Ghost, who formed in 2006, and their now viral song being released in 2019, Mary on a Cross. Let's take a deeper look into the song, the reactions that it's garnering in the public eye, and my thoughts as we deep dive into this thing. I remember the 7 inches of Satanic Panic when it dropped, and I quite liked it. It was one of those big steps the band took into a more pop rock direction, and I love me some pop rock. 7 inches contains not just Mary on a Cross, but also Kiss the Goat, which is possibly the stronger of the true tracks, but we can discuss that in the comment section if you would like to talk to me, your host, with the least Mary on a Cross. Yeah, we're gonna deep dive into all the details here. Mary on a Cross was written by Tobias Forge, Salem Al Thaiker, and Vincent Ponterer, otherwise known as the pop duo Vargas and Lagola. That's not a household name. Those are not household names, plural. The narrative of this pop bop, with a bit of ominous and foreboding shade, and while there's been much ado made about its lyrical content, the story can be a little bit tricky to follow. Its first verse starts with a reckless and sad couple gaining fame and notoriety, and also bruises along their way through life. But by the end of the first verse, the star-crossed couple go their separate ways, splitting off into the night, into the spillways. We get a stark contrast from that to the bouncing chorus, where it seems the protagonist is remembering the good times and thinking of ways that he can hold her and keep her around to romanticize this dark and twisted relationship. The second verse is much more grim and possibly implies that he's got a violent idea of how to keep the love of his life in his life. Will he keep her alive? Something I haven't heard anyone else mention about this song is that the vocals are almost identical to Interpol vocals throughout the song, particularly the Interpol song Evil, which is maybe an interesting connection to all the bad goings-ons here. There's some also interesting stories behind that song Evil by Interpol, and you should definitely look into that. It's pretty wild stuff. When it comes to the controversy about the lyrics of Mary on a Cross, I honestly don't see much to complain about here. I mean, heck, Johnny Cash was singing about dirtier stuff in the 1950s. So if you're trying to cancel Ghost, it's because of the religious overtones of the band's themes and not the other stuff. It's not the lyrics. It's not the music. Let's just be real about that. But there's more than one stick in the mud in this mud wrestling match. Ooh, that's so much fun. Pudding wrestling could be fun too. And who is causing the problems for Ghost? Who are these other sticks in the mud? Why, it's their own fans, of course. Angered and outraged that Ghost are gaining a bigger audience. The gatekeepers. the gatekeepers. You gotta rank the albums this way. You gotta like this song better than this song. You can't like the popular stuff. You can't like the unpopular stuff because you're stupid. You're wrong either way. And it's the gatekeepers, the gatekeepers. Listen, if you like rock and roll music, you have to accept that popularity is almost always a good thing for a band. That's what they're working towards. That's what pays their bills. That's what cuts their grass. That's what keeps their lights on. That's what polishes their ponies. If you don't want your favorite musicians to succeed, why are you listening to their music? You want them to fail? You want them to be underground forever and have to keep their crummy jobs? Their crummy jobs at like a gas station or just like the jobs, not that gas station jobs are crummy. I've got a crummy day job, so you want them to have to work in obscurity. You want them to have to work 40 hours at a real job that they probably don't like and then rock out at night. You expect that of your favorite musicians. What a freaking bad take. Okay? I do not like gatekeepers. And I hate the fact that everyone is so close-minded. I hate that genres are so separated from each other. Like when I'm at a punk show and people are talking trash about pop or they're talking trash about metal. Okay, and I'm standing there thinking, I was just listening to freaking, country music before I came to this metal show. I was just listening to pop before I came to this punk show. And then you're standing there talking trash about this music that I love. Get a life, man. Get a life. It's just like, why can't we just be nice to each other? Why can't you just shut up and be nice to everybody? Oh, man. Their own fans angered at them. But yeah, that's what they're working towards. That's what they want. They want to be successful. You think Ghost are mad that they're having more money poured into their bank accounts by Spotify? They've got like 25 cents off of this from the streams alone. It's insane. Now, this infamous TikTok clip features Will and Mike from Stranger Things with Mary on a Cross playing in the background. It's got 2.2 million views, probably more now, which is certainly viral. For me, 137,000 views is viral on my channel, and 2.2 million is just completely alien to me. That's why I'm talking about these trending topics, because, but you guys want me to fail, right? You guys don't want me to succeed. You want me to stay underground YouTube forever. That's not cool, guys. You're creators. You should be wanting your favorite bands and your favorite YouTubers. We are creating things so we can escape our day jobs, man. We like our night jobs. Gosh, stupid. Back to the Panic EP as a whole. Tobias Forge adopted the stage name and a character of Papa Nahel for this one-off project. And in that persona, he is singing Mary on a Cross to the character of Sister Imperator. And the band delivered a solid 7 minutes and 17 seconds of boppery that is out-bopped only by the spillways of your soul. The spillways of your soul. You guys think I could sing it so good that I get a copyright? Through the spillways of your soul. Through benediction, you tried to rid your mind of malediction, but through all this time you try to peel it off, and it's such a ride, your desolation. led you into this violation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. I ain't looking for forgiveness.